Hi. Want to talk about the election? No, not really. I wanted to give you a little different perspective. So, this is for my Democratic friends who have Republican friends who are open to conversation. And it's for my Republican friends who want to be a good Republican, but you don't really pay that much attention to politics. So, my different perspective. I've spent decades in athletics and coaching. And within that, I study coaches. I study motivation, the art of persuasion. How do you get people to do things? I love that whole world of watching coaches do their thing and see how they get people to do things, seeing what's effective and what's not effective. So there's nice coaches, yay. There's coaches who are kind of energetic and they're legit. There's coaches who they kind of put on a little showman persona, right, to entertain and get things done. A lot of times that's me. There's people who let their narcissism show sometimes. At times that had been me in my career. I've struggled with that. Then there's people whose narcissism is so strong that really what they're doing is not about the kids. It's about their own win-loss record, about their own ego, about their reputation, about trying to look like an important person. So I've probably studied 10,000 coaches over the years, and I've become tuned to seeing what drives a coach. I can spot the narcissist. I can spot what they're doing with their ego, and I can tell when someone rises to the level of being a charlatan. Right? A charlatan is like a hyper narcissistic person who uses other people in dramatic fashion for their own ego benefit. So even the most diehard supporter of Trump recognizes this dude's probably got the biggest ego of anyone I've ever seen, right? And at times it's cute, especially if you think it's cute to put down other people. Some people think he's tough because he attacks other people. When we all know, usually the people putting on the biggest show, attacking the most people, are really struggling inside themselves. They have the lowest self-esteem. And it's a tool they use to put other people down so that they look good. I've done that before. It sucks. Some coaches do it at such a level that they become that charlatan character so that hardly anything about them is real. Their whole persona is show for their ego. So I'm looking you in the eye, telling you your candidate not only is a narcissist, which we all know, he's a charlatan. And we know he's a con man from his business record, right? His business record is get other people's money, use it to do something, then default on the loan to those other people. That's why he has been sued so many times. That's why he has 6 bankruptcies for exactly that. He's a con man. In business classes and business school, they use Donald Trump as the role model, or not the role model, as the example of who not to partner with. You don't partner with a megalomaniac because by definition, they only care about themselves. And you don't partner with a con man because they take your money, they use it, and then they screw you. So, one, why are you voting for a charlatan? So I get the whole Hillary thing. I get it. I wasn't a Hillary person. I was a Bernie guy. I get it. Check this out. So I'm really happy for all of the Republicans that figured out that the Republican Party as a whole doesn't really care about the common man, right? What drives the Republican Party? It's their leaders at the top that are wealthy, that are that make their money through military and corporate greed, right? Those are the people that run the Republican Party. The common man, for decades, was convinced that they're a Republican because those people and their think tanks and their poll-tested phrases get the common people all riled up with social issues, right? They got you all fired up, and they talk about patriotism, and they talk about religion, and while they're getting you riled up about abortion, they're reaching around in your wallet and taking your money. So a lot of Republicans have figured out Republican Party doesn't care about the common man. I'm so happy for you. But that doesn't mean you turn and run to a charlatan, because he doesn't care about you either. He only cares about his ego. Like right now, you see, so he's going to lose, right? He knows it. There's a very strong argument that he never wanted to be president. All this was for name recognition to create a new party and or media empire. So right now, there's no way around it. He's going to lose. So what's he doing? He's just firing up his small little core base of radicals who will believe his bullshit no matter what. He's just keeping them fired up so that after the election, he can say, it was all rigged. Everybody's against us. And he can take that group of people and start a TV network and a radio channel and maybe a political party that he's the god of, right? That's also the reason right now he's blaming everyone else for it being rigged, is because he knows he's going to lose, but he's not a loser. He's a winner, right? So he has to have somebody to blame. So don't support a charlatan. Pay closer attention. We've got, I think, 27 days left. Pay closer attention. Don't hitch your wagon to someone that doesn't give a shit about you. Trump only says what he says so that you'll like him. He doesn't mean it. He can't actually get the stuff done he says. Like, I'll bring back manufacturing jobs. I'll bring back coal mining jobs. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no manufacturing coming back. There's certainly no coal mining jobs coming back to North Carolina. That's a lie. He's playing. That's what charlatans do. Charlatans do. They play you. You've been played. But you can stop at any moment. So just imagine like you were in a coma for 18 months and you just woke up. And you're like, Trump is running for president? That loudmouth asshole? President? And then they start listing all the things he's done and said since then. He mocked people with disabilities. He puts down Hispanics. He puts down black people. He puts down women. He puts down everybody that's not an uneducated white male. He puts all of them down. He makes proposals for doing things that are unconstitutional and that can't happen. He yells and screams at everybody. And that's presidential material. So I understand that you're upset with politics and our government as it is. I am too. But I'm not going to elect a con man. Are you? Yeah, don't vote for a con man. So on November 8th, when you go to vote, write in somebody. They make a statement. Write in who you think should have been president. But don't support a con man. That will mean you're being conned. You're being duped. And it slowly over time, more and more people are going to realize that, only the racist and the just pure dumbasses are really going to support Trump. And everybody else is slowly over time going to figure it out. The more you see him, the lower his ratings go. I mean, that's a statistical truth. That's what's happening now. So, dude, pay attention. Okay, look more closely and look with fresh eyes. If you just woke up and you saw this person with this set of characteristics who you can recognize as a con man, don't believe the bullshit they say. Don't believe what con men, what charlatans say. Don't let him fool you anymore. I don't know what the Republican Party is going to do, but man, don't hand over the red button to someone that can't handle Saturday Night Live, to someone that can't handle what Miss Universe says from 20 years ago. And he spends a week of his campaign attacking Miss Universe from 20 years ago. Don't vote for him. Thank you for listening.